It's Friday night, and live on 2K Sports, we're going to bring you the NBA and all its excitement. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for R.J. Barrett.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down. And the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Here are the five for the Raptors. We've got Barnes, and it's Mobo in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Mavericks, Washington out there with Davis. Then it's Derek Lively, and there's Klay Thompson, and it's Marshall in at the one. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Well, Kevin, like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Marshall with the steal. And the shot goes in. Marshall's got his second basket of the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Here's Abaji. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Dallas moving the ball around. The shot by Thompson, no good.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Here's Davis. No good that time. Good D by Barnes. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. Coach had praise for one of the opponents tonight, the versatile Scotty Barnes. He told me Scotty's somebody that can do it all. He can score, pass, rebound, and defend multiple positions. That's rare for a player his age. So, Kevin, Scotty's still growing as a player.
Thanks, David. Now here's Davis. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Can't hit from 12. Here's Battle. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Abaji. And the Raptors miss again.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And it's Davis missing.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Here's Shed. Over Marshall. Just 5 to shoot. The three from Barnes sinks the three-pointer.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
Making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
Right now for Dallas,
They're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Barnes the screen. Down low, it's stolen by Davis. Thompson outside. Pass to Washington. Back to Davis. Lively sends a screen for Williams. For the three, sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Making a change here. Lawson's checked in. Now, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. And here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Fifth on the list, Scotty Barnes.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
You know, and even with entire defenses schemed around stopping them, their scoring output always remains high. These fellas are anchors in the post for each of their teams.
Here's Washington. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Davis finds Williams. Over Lawson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Williams has got 5 points so far.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Back to Barnes, over Davis, and Davis sends it back.
A two-way star, AD has led the league in shot blocking on multiple occasions.
The tray, they get it back, Lively.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
And when we talk about players with great upside, Doris Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
That's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And Lawson with the block. Barnes with it. He's got 5. Pass to Mobo. Here's Battle. Raptors need to get a shot on. Here's Abaji. Outside for Lawson. Here's Barnes. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
We know Scotty Barnes will embrace the physicality. That score is about concentration.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Exum comes in for Derek Lively. Christie subbed in for Anthony Davis.
Substitution for your Mavericks. Dante Exum. Christie.
And here are the Mavericks now, leading by 5. Williams passes to Thompson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up.
The speed with which Klay Thompson gets to his shooting motion off the catch makes him as dangerous as anyone.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. With some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Klay Thompson, and Martin subbed in for Washington. Here's Shed. No scoring in this one. Pass to Mobo. To the paint. Here's Lawson, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Outside Williams. Rebound by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Back to Temple. A 3-ball. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Stolen away. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. Mavericks leading by 3. Exum kicks to Williams. Pass to Christie. To the middle. Here's Gafford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First team foul.
Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out, Doris, a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
And that one falls for Gafford. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Boy, when you think about what Daniel Gafford brings to the floor, it's length, it's athleticism, it's the vertical threat at the rim. But for me, it's about grit and toughness, too.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Williams kicks to Martin. Barnes looking around. Pass to Shed. There's the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by Williams.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. Might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Just 5 on the clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Raptors shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Mavericks. To the inside. And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. The Mavericks, #1.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Gafford. Gafford cans them both. Raptors trail by 3. Barnes outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you love the commitment from Scotty Barnes. Made his decision, makes the contact, and the end one.
One shot.
That's good from Barnes. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
Boy, you love Barnes being assertive on offense. He forces the defense to foul him there.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, of course, Scotty Barnes won the Rookie of the Year in 21-22, guys. And you talk about a well-rounded basketball player who will affect winning with both his offensive ability and his defensive versatility.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Lawson's against Christian. Here's Williams, and he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 9.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Shot clock at 6. Here's Shed. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Mavericks lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Toronto's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Williams is out there with Christie. And there's Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Washington in at the small forward position. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And here are the Raptors now, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Pass to Abaji. And here's Lawson. He's guarded by Davis. To the wing right side. Battle passes to Abaji. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 drives.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And they double up Davis. Williams outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Williams has got 12 points in the game.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Williams in the post. Lawson defending. Out left to the wing. Dallas moving the ball around. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by the Raptors. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
Now here's Williams. 12 points for him. Down low, Davis. And finished off by Davis.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Marshall, he's checked in for Williams. Doris, I know the NBA is considering using technology to help officiate out of bounds and goaltending. Do you have a problem with that?
You know, Kev, at the end of the day, I think it is about getting the calls right. If there's a way to lift the load off these officials, even if it's around the margins, why not try it?
Here's Temple. Here's Battle. Pass to Mobo. Inside, here's Lawson. Rebound by Marshall.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's Battle. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. To the inside. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Lawson.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Davis with a screen on Lawson. And it's Davis with the jam.
And we've seen this movie before. Davis moves with authority and attacks the rim.
Back to Lawson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Assist goes to
Lawson's got 9 points.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Washington kicks to Marshall. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Moves back up. It's rebounded by Lawson. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
first personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
No good on that one. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Dallas. And he's good on the second. And so Marshall will bring it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Christie. They set the pick. Now, here's Marshall. Davis in the corner. 5 on the clock. Here's Christie. And here is Marshall. Davis setting the pick for Marshall. To the middle. And it's Davis with the jam.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Toronto trailing. Pass to Battle. Raptors moving the ball around. Here's Mobo. Lively defending. Takes it from 10. Mobo can't hit. The Mavericks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Davis using his size.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Driving to the basket. Got a piece of it.
Well, on top of the length he provides and athleticism, there are the shot-blocking instincts of Derek Lively. Wow.
Davis. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Temple following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's Mobo. 33 points last game. Here's Battle. No good again that time. Mavericks leading by 8. Washington passes to Marshall. It's deflected. Back to Washington. Lets it go from deep. Pass to Marshall. Davis setting the pick for Marshall. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Here's Mobo. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. That one goes. Count it. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, they battled, but at some point, the game got completely away from them, and they just could not get back on track.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it. We know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Martin's checked in for Davis. Williams comes in for Washington. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Christie. And it's Hardy in for Marshall. Throws it up high, and it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Lively.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. He's had an impressive second half of the season, averaging about 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Here's Shed. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Got 3 off the mark.
And this has been an outstanding display on the board, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Now, here's Hardy. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Exum passes to Hardy. To the paint. Here's Lively. And the layup's good off the glass. Lively's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Hardy. Lively with the screen. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Raptors. Lawson surveying the D. Here's Barnes, and the layup is good. Barnes has got 13.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Lively sends a screen for Williams. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Williams. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Lawson kicks to Barnes. That's tipped.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And that one's good. Hardy.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Here's Shed. Down low. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
There's the pick. Williams with a clean look from outside off the mark. Raptors trail by 14. And that one's good. Barnes. He's got 17.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And here's Hardy. He has 5. Outside for Martin. Nailed from three-point land. Martin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Shed. Open jump shot off the mark. And that concludes the first half. The Mavericks on top, up by 15. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint, and if we can continue to do that, it puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums, please. Ooh, measuring up the shot. Nice. Oh, nice try. It's all good.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Dallas Mavericks.
I'm giving credit to their front office. They've methodically added talent to their second and third units, and you see the results there, Shaq.
Yeah, they've got scorers coming off that bench, and that's what you need. In a long season, different guys have to step up.
And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. A question here from astronaut Ari, who asks, is it okay to eat sushi you bought at a gas station? I thought you guys might have some thoughts on this.
No way am I touching that sushi. You don't know how long it's been out there?
Why not? Fish is fish. You go right ahead.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. So the Raptors 5 right now. They've got Garrett Temple. He's out there with Barnes. And it's Battle in at the 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
First team foul.
The Raptors have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
One shot.
Mavericks leading by 12. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Anthony Davis broke his defense down for me. He said, I can block shots, switch on to anybody, guard the pick and roll, I can guard the post, I can guard the pin down. So that's my ability. My ability defensively is to do everything. Kevin?
And he does everything. David, thank you so much. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Shed. It's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pass to Marshall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Mavericks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Shed. He has 5. Barnes the screen. Pass to Mobo. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Now here's Davis. 16 points for him. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Shed. Takes the 3. Hands it from downtown. Shed's got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Pass to Lively. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. And the Mavericks lead by 13. And the timeout called by Darko Rojakovic. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Raptors making a switch here. Abaji's checked in. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. You look at Washington, one of the league's best 3rd in steals.
I mean, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players. I mean, they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
Yeah, defense a huge point of emphasis for each of them. And it doesn't matter whether they're on the ball, as the steals suggest, or off the ball situations either. They are as active a group of defenders as you're going to see.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. Raptors knocking down the tray. It's Davis with the drive. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Davis has got 18 points. Davis,
so skilled on the offensive end, can shoot, post up, and put it on the deck for the finish.
Pass to Shed. They set the screen. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Outside, Davis. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for P.J. Washington.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
Here's Abaji. He has 5. Here's Mobo. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington's got his 6th rebound on the night. Davis dishes to Marshall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Boy, the long ball has been another point of emphasis for this group tonight. Their shooters are finding open spaces and firing without hesitation.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Hardy, he's checked in for Derek Lively. Christie subbed in for Klay Thompson. Marshall hits them both. Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Abaji. Here's Battle. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. 3-pointer. And the Raptors miss again. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the 3rd. Marshall passes to Davis. The rebound by Battle. Toronto's gone 2 of 5 with the 3-point shot since coming out of the break. There's a screen. Abaji can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Christie. To the paint. And that one's good. Hardy. Hardy's got 7.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Abaji. To end the drought. It's rebounded by Dallas. Davis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside, here's Christie. Rebounded by Temple.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Pass to Shed. Knocks down the 3-ball. Shed's got 12 points in just the second half.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a 3-pointer. That's a bad decision.
There's a screen by Washington. Hardy, no good. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Abaji. Offline with his 3.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
There's the pick. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes. Flexing on him there.
Pass to Mobo. Here's Shed. Cranes the 3-pointer. He's got 17.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
That one goes in, and the Mavericks lead by 14.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Shed. 17 points in the game. Mobo can't hit.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Raptors trail by 14. Pass to Abaji. Here's Shed to the middle. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
A moment here to see the numbers for Davis. Averaging about 26 points per, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for P.J. Washington. Caleb Martin comes in for Davis, and it's Williams in for Najee Marshall. And that one drops. Lawson's got 12 in the game. Dallas leading by 14. Pass to Gafford. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Exum's checked in. Here's Shed. 17 points in the game. Pass to Temple. They set the pick. Fires for three. Traps in the tray. Temple's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Exum. Still without a basket.
How about the timing? Could be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Pass to Abaji.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Here's Shed. He's guarded by Williams. And it's Shed missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Back to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Mobo with the rebound. Mobo's got his 6th rebound on the night. A minute 20 left in the third quarter. They get it back.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Good work there as it goes. Shed's got 17 points here in the second half.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Fast break, Toronto ahead. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
For this screen on Lawson. Christie. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gafford's got 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Here's Temple. He's got 6. Over Exum. Misses the wing J.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Coach Jason Kidd.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, one shot, one rebound, and let's go.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Christie, Washington out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Williams. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Raptors trail by 14. Temple finds Barnes. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
You love how Scotty Barnes embraces the challenge of a contested shot. Don't back down, Scotty.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Dallas. At one point, they led by 16. Now, here's Marshall. Defense right on him. Christie the pass to Davis. Here's Marshall. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got 4 rebounds in this game. Out to the right wing. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. The lead now cut to single digits. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
At his position, Scotty Barnes going to set a lot of screens. You have to understand how to roll and get open. He does exactly that.
Here's Davis. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Lobo's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And oh boy, a lot of contact break there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Davis. The free throw dropped for Lawson. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Williams. He's off on the second. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value DB lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, he keeps making them.
Barnes against Davis. Unloads from 13. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And Marshall kicks to Washington. Here's Lively. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt, and this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Here's Battle. And that one's good. Barnes. Barnes has got 24.
Boy, you combine the handle with Scotty Barnes' length, and this guy is a very tough cover.
To the inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Battle. A three. And Lively pulls it down.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off. Clearly a foul.
Second personal foul.
He misses the free throw. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dallas. Good on the second free throw. And the Raptors with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Lawson outside. Pass to Temple. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Clock at 6. Here's Shed. It's rebounded by Dallas. Christie's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Gafford.
Most dangerous on the interior. That is Daniel Gafford right there.
And that one falls for Gafford. And the Mavericks making a change here. Thompson's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Raptors trail by 15. Pass to Temple. To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Christie. Now Thompson. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Abaji the pass to Temple, and he makes good on the layup.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 22 points for Davis.
Now, even with that shoot-first mindset, Klay Thompson willing and able to make a great pass.
From past the arc, it's rebounded by Dallas. Marshall's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gafford inside. Here's Davis. And Gafford throws it down.
Emphatic finishes are becoming routine for Mr. Gafford.
Lawson outside. Off target from three-point range. Outside, Davis. Down low. Here's Gafford. Good on the shot.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Temple. Here's Abaji. And the Raptors miss again.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Outside, Davis. Here's Christie. And here's Marshall from the arc. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Caleb Martin's checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Toronto also making a switch. Barnes is checked in, and he nails the third. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it. The league is faster, it's longer, it's more skilled. Scoring is up. There's a crop of young stars. I think the league is in such an exciting place.
Here's Barnes. Following the basket by Anthony Davis. Basket counts. Shed's got 21.
Barnes really just forcing the D to commit. They chose him, and boy, did he make them pay.
Inside, here's Marshall. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Davis against Barnes. Pass to Temple. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset. Finds the open player in that instance.
Here's Christie. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. Rob. Pass to Battle. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Here's Marshall. Outside, Davis. Pass to Thompson. Back to Davis. Thompson outside. 5 to shoot. Martin kicks to Davis from the arc. Toronto grabs the miss. Here's Shed. An easy 2 points on the layup. Shed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Pass to Christie. Thompson outside. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Mavericks lead by 21.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now, we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's giving him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason. Here's Washington after the Raptors pick up 2. Abaji pulls it in. Raptors trail by 19. Here's Barnes. He gets that one. Barnes has got 9 points here in the second half.
You get the sense Scotty Barnes is very comfortable in the painted area. That's easy work.
Thompson outside. Pass to Davis. A rebound by Battle. Battle's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Shed. Fires from deep. Bobo gets the basket.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, but this run started with tighter execution at both ends, and that'll need to be maintained for them to have a chance to take the lead.
Yeah, and you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
To the middle. Tries again, and the rebound goes to Martin. Mavericks leading by 14.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-gamer.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Anthony Davis.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
And so it's Dallas with the Raptors getting the bucket. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability